Holy smokes! Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, geeks and gamers in the 199, welcome back to another Geeks and Gamers Daily on a Friday, this beautiful July 3rd, 2026, the day before our 250th anniversary of this great nation. I'm Fear the Beardo, joined by Steph, my nerdy home, and Epic Mike. How you doing, Steph?
Good morning. I'm here today. I woke up.
Yeah.
I woke up. I'm really
Good to have
excited
you
for
here.
the 4th of July.
Oh,
Really
dude, I'm
excited
pumped.
for the 4th of July.
I can't wait.
Yeah. We're here on Friday, the last day of the week, the final G&G daily of the week. On behalf of all three of us, we do apologize that Jay and Ryan aren't here.
I don't. This show's great. This show's great when I'm running it.
Hey, they're busy. They're a little busy being a little bit. Have you seen this? Have you seen what Jeremy put up on his Instagram?
Oh, the scooters? I did see the
scooter
scooters.
thing?
I did
Have
see
you
this.
seen them be riding on scooters?
Go ahead and play it.
I was laughing so hard when I saw this.
There's a video. Yeah.
DC, geeks and gamers in the house, riding scooters, recording, and I shouldn't be, and I'm about to wreck fucking shit. Okay. One-handed is not easy at all, but here we are. Look at that.
Yeah, you can hear it in his voice.
Right there.
I was straight up waiting for like the
Me too.
you know, like that
speed
starts to
wobbles.
happen. Yeah, when it starts to do the wobble and it just wipes out. So then he takes a picture with you know the president, and he's just got like a big old like black eye and stuff. Yeah.
I saw that they were able to meet some other like political commentators, like I don't know, what do you call them? Content creators, political content creators. Did they wind up getting to meet the president?
I have no idea.
Look at that.
I don't know, yeah,
Betsy
yeah.
Ross
Probably
flag
won't let us
shirt
know
that
until
Tommy's
later.
wearing. Ryan here, Jay here, and
Jay's
When
like,
he
yeah.
takes off
He's
again,
like,
it's
yeah,
so funny.
man.
I've done this before, man. This isn't new to me. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I did.
Did you see the one photo though of them where they're like all at like the in like the White House, like
I saw the
press
picture.
room or
Yeah.
whatever. Well, dude, you've got like Jay in a suit. Everybody's in suits. Tommy looks super put together.
Tommy looked really good. Tommy looked
looks
good.
good.
And then
And you look
Jeremy's
over at
wearing a
Jeremy.
blue blazer with sunglasses and a
And
MAGA
he's
hat
wearing
on.
a fucking MAGA hat, dude. Because he's like, I'm not gonna be wearing a hat. He found a MAGA hat. He's like, I can get away with this one, dude.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He
Suit
can't
brand suit.
shoot
Yeah, you can.
straight.
Suit
Oh, no.
brand
He's
suit.
scared.
It's like
all right, here we go. Fuck. This is a. Oof. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
Jeremy, you're driving straight.
it's a scooter, bro.
He
He's
went-
going-
he went-
You're going straight, man.
Oh my! Wait, hold on. Wait. Oh man.
Whoa!
Is it just- Everybody else is like just totally cool. Everybody's chill. Jay's just like, "What are you doing, man?" Like, yeah.
Better not be wearing Crocs. No, I think he was wearing Hey Dudes.
In the
Hey,
picture.
dudes?
Hey Dudes.
Yellow
I'm pretty
Flash
sure.
says Ryan's coat looked like it came from a fat guy's closet. Well, I think that was part of the joke. I think Jay and Ryan switched coats for that picture. That's the only thing that makes sense, right?
I mean,
Let's
maybe.
see. Hold on, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. I
Dude.
got the picture.
Fat guy in little coat.
You know what? Compared to Jeremy's everyday wear, this is on brand for him. He looks
It
good.
is on brand.
I mean, come on.
He looks the most like Trump in this photo. He looks like he's just like
at least he's not wearing a hoodie.
I guess. Yeah.
At least he's not
But
wearing
look-
a hoodie. He
look,
looks very
Jay's
well
like,
put together. Good
Jay's
job.
just
I was honestly thinking he was gonna wear like some unripped jeans, some fancy jeans, and his MAGA hoodie.
Jay's living his
well
best
done.
life.
He put on a suit.
Oh, Jay is over the moon, dude.
Just
Grinning ear to ear,
cheesing, bro.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love to see that. Tommy
But
looking
look at
sharp.
Tommy. Yeah, look at Tommy. Tommy looks
Tommy's
sharp,
looking
bro.
real sharp, dude.
Yeah. He's like, what's up? And Jeremy's like, yeah, he found a hat somewhere. Like it was probably like buried somewhere in like an office.
I
drawer.
thought Tommy was someone who worked there. I was like, I had to do a double take. I was like, oh shit, that's Tommy.
Well, it's because he looks like he belongs. Like Tommy's
He
been
does.
there, done that before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you got
He's like,
Ryan.
boys,
Ryan's
this is
wearing
just
a
another
tie.
day.
He's buttoned up. He's there.
Mm-hmm.
Matt,
but-
Matt, the face that Matt Morse is making.
I'm not too familiar with Matt Morse, but he looks so disinterested. He's like,
you know what?
I'm just here
you know-
because I'm getting paid.
Yeah, you know what Jeremy looks like? He looks like when you're like on a construction site and like the boss shows up, the guy that doesn't do any of the construction work, and he just wants to criticize everyone else's work, and he's wearing
And then take all the credit.
and take all the credit, but he's wearing the suit so that everybody knows he's like the guy,
Mm.
you know? Yeah, but he didn't have a tie because he couldn't find it that morning. He's just kind of doing his thing,
I don't know if Jeremy owns a tie.
He probably does.
I don't know either. You know what? I think the guys look great. Well done. They're well put
You're so
together.
nice.
They're
Yeah.
well put together. Jeremy is wearing a suit. I'm very proud of Jeremy.
There you go.
I kind of wish he would have wore the Afro Man flag suit.
Yeah.
That's what I was really hoping he was going to go for. I'm going to be honest. If I had it to wear there, I'd wear that to the White House. I don't care. It's America. Like, I don't, Unless they tell me I can't. I guess if they're like, you can't wear that here, then I guess I'd go change. But
Ministry of Wrong Think with the 5 says, Beardo isn't in DC for the big 250. Why do you hate America, Beardo? I wasn't invited. But here's the thing. I like being home sometimes, Hey, and I got invited to the Gina fight. I was at the Gina fight, so I'm good, man. I can't complain. I'm not a complainer.
you got in a fight with, what's her name?
No, I was very respectful and kind to Brett Cooper.
Fight
But I did steal her seat on accident. It was an accident.
They threw hands. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Ministry of Wrong Thing, for the $5. Mike, how are you doing, dude?
I'm doing good, man.
Yeah.
People
You
are like,
excited
are
for
you gonna go
tomorrow?
see the
You pumped?
fireworks? I just don't really do fireworks anymore, man. I used to. Now I sit at home. I eat, hot dogs. I'm enjoying the day. I just use it to, I'm like, the most American thing I can do is celebrate just being chill and being free, man. That's what I do. And every year for the last 15 years now, every year on Independence Day, I watch Independence Day.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
On the 4th of July.
must-see
Every
Okay.
year I watch it. Yep.
You watch
a
it just
little-
for that speech alone.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
time. Yep. It's just for it's one of the ladies' favorite movies. I'm like, all right, this is like a tradition now. So every year, and now my kids are old enough. I'm like, hey, you guys know what time it is? They're like, oh, Dad, we've already watched that movie again. I'm like, well, it's time to watch it.
It's
again.
time to watch it again, you ungrateful.
4th of July. You need to understand what happened on this day. Like,
You
this
tell
is
them,
real.
hey, today we celebrate our Independence Day.
Independence Day. Yeah. Also, just as a side thing, how American is it that we made the entire world celebrate America? They're like, yo, it's Independence Day for everybody now, but that's also our holiday. So, like, don't get it twisted.
That's right.
And everybody's like,
You know what's crazy is that like the Canadians, they're like, we need a Canada Day and we're going to make it 2 days before the 4th of July.
yeah.
That's a
Canada
little wild.
Independence Day.
It's
Like,
a little
half of you
wild.
guys are French and half of you guys are like something else.
Yeah, I mean, did you see this the other day?
French.
Just in Tokyo, Japan will be illuminated red, white, and blue to celebrate America's 250th.
That's fucking
Look at
right.
these
Well,
photos. I mean,
well,
this is the Eiffel Tower.
Japan,
America _1.
Japan doesn't really have a choice. I mean, we did a factory reset in the 40s on them. They're pro-America.
Twice.
They don't have a Two
Twice.
times we did a factory reset. The first time it didn't work. So we had to do another factory reset. And then we wrote their constitution for them.
Yeah, within hours.
Within hours. It's like, all right.
We turned it off, turned it back on again. I said, you know
we're
what?
writing your new constitution. Or else
Let's do it again.
number 3 is coming back.
I can't wait to see all of the TikToks and stuff from all the people visiting here for the World Cup when they see like what the 4th of July is like.
Have you been hearing the stories like about Europeans and stuff? They love it over here.
They love it here.
Yeah.
Dude, they're having a great time. There's one guy, he's like some Scottish guy. I woke up this morning, a guy bought me my first beer for breakfast. I'm like, oh, okay. He was like, he hadn't had to pay for like an entire any beer or any food when he's gone out to restaurants. So everybody's like, yo,
that's the thing. Cool. A lot of these Europeans have been spotted at the bars and restaurants by Americans. It's like, yeah, we'll pay for your beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So very generous country we are. I mean, how many billions of dollars have we just given to other countries for the fuck of it?
Yeah,
you know?
Well, now we're doing it here.
I know. I've loved seeing all those videos of watching them. They're like, we're so wrong about America. We're so wrong. We had a different idea of what America was. We were so wrong. Everybody starts off with like, dude, I'm sorry. We were wrong. Like, I'd like to apologize to America. We were so wrong.
We were wrong.
You know what it is?
That propaganda over where they're at. You know.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is too. It's the AC.
They
walk into a bar and it's cool,
and the ice water,
and there's ice in their drinks. They're like, "Oh my god, brother! I didn't even know this was a thing." Refills
and the free refills,
clean drinking water. Like, you know, yeah, it's a good time. They walk in. Do you have any mushy peas and beans?
It's like, no, how about biscuits, gravy, hash browns, bacon, and sausage?
You just hand them a real breakfast, and they're like,
"Yeah,
no."
They don't know what to do.
I didn't fucking know, brother.
And then they want to tip. They're not even used to tipping, but after the breakfast, they're like, how much more money can I give you?
Can I give you more of my plastic dollars? Yeah.
So, Mike, your tradition, you're watching Independence Day.
Every year. Yep.
Every year. My tradition every year, I watch the annual Nathan's hot dog eating contest. And then after that, I watch Jaws.
Do you eat hot dogs with the contest?
Fuck yeah, I do. You're damn right I do.
Do you fall asleep afterwards too? Like, is this like a Thanksgiving thing?
No, so here's the thing about Thanksgiving. Apparently, turkeys have enzymes in them that are literally built in to make you tired and sleepy.
Tryptophan, yeah.
L-tryptophan, dude. It's an amino acid, right?
Yep.
So, no, 4th of July, I don't need to take the couch nap like I do on Thanksgiving. 4th of July, I'm up and ready to go listening to Toby Keith all day long.
Gotcha. See, I would just take the couch nap in principle. Like, just fall asleep. Hot
not
dog,
on 4th of July, dude.
Just covered in hot dogs. Just like, they're just on the couch, some half eaten, just, you know, Independence Day going in the background. Yeah. Also... Dude,
I'm throwing down a few dogs during that Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
You got to.
Yeah.
There's also I was just telling somebody about this. There's a place not too far away from me that is a fireworks place. But like, you know how there's like the pop-up tents and stuff? No. This guy like 8 years ago bought a full building and he just filled it from front to back full of fireworks. Like legit, like no shit fireworks. And he's been in business now all year round.
Is that new for y'all? Because like we don't have we have warehouses of fireworks.
Well, yeah, because you know, up until like about 8 years ago or so, like they only let us do like really small fireworks in Michigan. And then somebody was like, yo, this is nonsense. Stop. So this guy was like, yo, I'm gonna make a business out of this. And listen, man, I've seen a lot of businesses close. Kmart's couldn't stay open, none of that stuff. This guy's been around and he's just selling fireworks all year round. You know? And I'm not saying that I've done really dumb things over the years with fireworks, but like, yeah.
Yeah, see, I have secondhand trauma from fireworks because Jason Pierre-Paul was on the New York Football Giants when he blew his fucking hand off.
Yeah.
So, I don't mess around. Like, definitely take some safety precautions when messing with those fireworks. But I lived in California for so long, and fireworks are banned and outlawed. You just can't do it. Here in Florida, there's like 2 times a year, I believe it's 4th of July and New Year's Eve, where it's like all fireworks are on the table. Like, have fun, go ham.
When I was younger, it was the morning. I think it was the morning after New Year's, and I went outside. I had my coat on. Had to have been New Year's because it was freezing.
Yeah.
And I was looking around the neighborhood for like extra fireworks that hadn't been popped off yet. Did you do that too as a kid?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I found like this big thing of black cats. And so I lit them up and I went to throw them. My hand got stuck inside of my coat and it went off in my coat. Yeah. And so like these fingers were numb forever.
She's like running around. You just see this kid being like, ah! And it's just fireworks just pouring out of her sleeve, bro.
I had a buddy that got second-degree burns on his thumb from he put a whole bunch of bottle rockets onto a cardboard box cut in half. So it's just, just a panel of a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Loosely taped all of these bottle rockets onto this cardboard box and lit them all, and it was holding it so they would all go off. And one of them on the corner did not go off and got second-degree burns on his fucking hand.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We did.
I was wearing my brand new jacket too, so it got cinched and it had little holes in it. I was like, I'm just gonna go inside and take my jacket off, pretend nothing even happened.
I will tell this story. This is a really stupid story. Please, guys, do not do stupid shit like this. Okay.
Don't do it.
This was right after this. This was like the year that this guy opened his fireworks store. So we had bought a ton of them, and he had the official ones, like the big. You put the firework in the tube, and has the charge that shoots it off into the air and blows up, and it's big and stuff. Well, we were
talking about a Roman candle.
No. Like the official, like this is a
like the big balls that
giant
you jump and
exploding firework.
Yeah.
So a mortar.
Yeah, like a mortar. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we were like, being dumb and kind of maybe lighting them and throwing them like grenades on the dunes.
Holy shit.
Like, there's nobody around and all that stuff. We weren't throwing them at each other, but like, light it, whip that bad boy onto the dunes, blows up. It's like on the ground. It's kind of cool. Well, one guy, he lights it up and he just fucking panics. And we're all standing around this guy when he does it. And he goes, ah, and we're like, what are you doing? And then it goes off. Like the initial charge to shoot it in the air goes off in his hand. So he burns his fingers and he drops it right in front of all of us. And we're on a dune, like a full-on dune. So we just all jump off the dune because it's right there in front of us.
Fuck.
We dive in like midair, like, and then it blows up behind us. You just hear, boom, and you just, I was like, dude, we're done. We're going home. Yep. And we never let him hang out with us again. Like, I have never hung out with that guy again. I was like, no, dude. And he's like, I burned my hand. I'm like, yeah, dumbass. You got to throw it. Like, don't panic. You almost got us all killed.
I've had a few buddies like that where, that's the last time you're hanging out with that guy.
Yeah. I was like, dude, I'm never hanging out with this guy again. The guy that freezes up because of fireworks in his hand. I'm like, we've all been throwing it, dude. Like,
what are you doing?
It was bad. And I did not piss myself, but it was close.
Yeah, I bet.
I like how you had to clarify.
Yeah, but dude, I straight up just dove off of this dune, dude. It was bad. It was also cool, but it was bad. So don't be dumb.
Just picturing Mike in slow motion jumping off a dune.
Whoa! Boom! And you're like, oh,
with the explosion behind him.
Yeah, so dumb, dude. We were so dumb back in the day, but it was fun. So.
Yeah. Hi, boys. Let's get.
Whoa.
I was just about to.
She's filling in for Jeremy.
And then a woman had to tell me how to do my job, dude.
Super chats.
That's a problem. This is the 4th of July. Remember the first 4th of July when women couldn't vote?
Beardo, super chats.
Our ancestors remember.
Super chats.
You know what? We're going to start with Rumble Rants. Derek Beller with $1 says, on my way to see the extended cut of Backrooms in theaters. Not sure many people knew that they were releasing it, but I'm excited for it. And then with another $1 says, Independence Day song recommendation, Skillet's Shout Your Freedom is a blast and perfect for the holiday. Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'll bookmark that one.
What's that one song? We'll put a boot in your ass.
It's Toby Keith, courtesy
of
the Red, White, and Blue.
Yeah, I don't listen to country music at all, but I just know that one line because my friend's mom used to listen to that song on repeat. So
R.I.P. to Toby Keith, man.
Yeah. Did he die?
A few years ago, he passed away.
No, he didn't. Did he really?
Toby Keith is dead, and he passed away about 2 or 3 years ago.
The way you said that too, like Toby Keith is dead. Like that's like
he died.
That's like the beginning of like Harry Potter. The minister
cancer,
is
Steph.
Like,
oh yeah.
Come on.
Cancer, that's right. Oh my god.
Cancer, bro.
I can't believe I forgot that.
R.I.P. to Toby Keith. What we
I
do
had
for the
to- yeah, I had to
250th
Google it really
anniversary
quickly. I like to refresh my memory.
of our country is we listen to Toby Keith and Toby Keith only all day tomorrow.
Mm. I still can't do that, but
In memory of Toby Keith.
I respect it. Yeah. I don't think I could do that even now.
That's
but
right.
I respect
completely
it.
forgot. I completely forgot.
Is that like the most? Is that the most American song of all time?
It's one of them. I mean,
Yeah.
the Star Spangled Banner. That's
Well, I mean, yeah,
That's
but
a good
I'm talking
one.
about like modern. I'm talking about like within the last like 100 years. What's like the most American song?
I like Blake Shelton's God's Country. That's a
I
good
don't know
one.
that one either. That's
God's
another
Country.
Song. It's a lot of country songs.
To
Yeah.
America.
I'm gonna look this up. Living in America.
That's another good one. James Brown.
Yeah. Black guy died to that song. Apollo Creed.
He did. Apollo Creed.
Yes,
R.I.P. to Apollo Creed, man.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right. Super chat's my idea. Alex McCarthy with the 2 idea. The Sea Rock says, my idea. Said it first. The Sea Rock says, Meta PC, Beardo, Epic Mike, and my nerdy home. Thank you, Alex McCarthy, for the $2. Holy smokes, we just had a 50 come in from TJ
What's up?
with
Thank
a
you.
$50. Are you kidding me? He says, I don't know how these guys are wearing those suits. It's literally 105 degrees up here in the Northeast, and that's without the heat index, which brings it to around 113 or so. And I lived in Florida, so I know how hot it is, but it's not the same. Brutal AF. Yeah, but air conditioning.
Yeah.
Air conditioning. You know they're keeping that capital nice and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you,
dude.
TJ, for the 50. Shout out.
Shout out Ray Charles, America the Beautiful. That's a good one too.
Yeah. The Gilkinator with a $20
Hey.
super
What's up,
chat.
Thomas?
What up, Gilky? Says, hail, on my way to do 160 classes at Orange Theory Fitness, aka my gym. I saw Supergirl and it was bad. Soundtrack was not memorable at all. Lobo and Millie and the flashbacks to Argon were good, but that's all. I don't recommend.
Neither do
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, the Gilk Man. Thank you for the $20. We got another 50 here from Elite Neo.
Hey.
Oh,
Nothing against hamburgers and hot dogs, but considering it's our nation's 250th, my buddies and I got a bunch of steaks ready for the grill tomorrow, heading to Alabama later to pick up the really good fireworks, and also going to stop by Buc-ee's.
nice.
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's has their
Buses.
4th of July merch out. I got myself a t-shirt. I'm going to wear it on the 4th of July.
Buc-ee's.
I don't have a Bussies near me at all.
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's? A Buc-ee's? Not a
Bussies.
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
You
The
stop.
closest,
You stop calling
the
it Buc-ee's.
closest bus.
Stop calling it
Buc-ee's
The
to me.
disrespect.
Bussies.
You're
That's how it's
disrespecting the
pronounced.
Beavers.
It's a C-E. I before E except
Disrespecting
after
the
C,
Beavers.
and when it's an
Disrespecting
E
the
after
Beavers.
C,
You know-
it's pronounced
You know what? He's gonna
Bus.
come hunt you now.
Give me
The
Bussies.
Beaver's gonna
Bussies.
come and hunt you for that
Bussies
disrespect.
from
Bus-
Bussies.
All right, you don't
Bussies.
disrespect.
You got to get your
Bussies.
Bussy juice.
See, I can't make
From
rules, so
Bussies.
I like that anymore.
This is why you don't have one.
I do. It's just about 2 hours away.
Bussies
Actually,
from
no,
the
there's
Bussies.
one in Daytona. That's about an hour and a half.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you were dedicated, you'd go. Mine's like an
Bussies.
hour from me, and I
I
still
did.
drive there.
I did when I went to the Georgia 9 Line meetup. I stopped at about
I
three
just
Buc-ee's
go.
on the way up
I
there.
just go.
Just getting
just
some
go.
bus.
Just for
Bussy
funsies.
from
I'm getting
Bussies.
some Bussy juice from Bussies. Some beef jerky from Bussies.
All right.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Thank
good,
you, Elite
actually.
Neo, with the $50. Yeah, not everybody can do that. I can.
Yeah.
Bussies. What are you talking about, Beardo? Bussies? Yeah, Bussies. With the beaver. Martin Kohler with a 10. Burnt beard aside. Thanks. Just want to say that Birdo has done a great job hosting this week. Thank you, Martin Kohler. I appreciate that.
Nice.
Thank you.
Beard aside is crazy.
Dude, what's up with all these 50s this morning?
Hey!
Let's go. Let's run it. Run it. Run it. Yay, there we go. Neanderthal with the $50 super chat says, cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Neanderthal, for the $50. Beardo, you should check out the USA 250 New Era collection right after the show. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Right after this show. Thank you, Vic Chavez. Shout out to Vic. But I was listening to Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue right before the stream. Steph pops in, she's talking to me, and I've just got Toby Keith blasting on Spotify. Yeah.
Oh, it's nice to know you're listening.
I can multitask. Toby Keith in one ear, Steph in this one.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yep. I also have to listen to Fortunate Son because,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Too.
It is a good one. Benjamin Headley with a $5. Hey, Beardo, was thinking about your encounter with the kid at the movie theater. You should tell him to sit on an escalator. Yeah, that was wild. Thank you, Benjamin Headley, with the $5. Eradicator with a 10 says Steph and Epic Mike equals A+, Beardo, S+. If you had to ask.
The S+ team here. Yeah.
It's the S+ team here. Yeah. Thank you, Eradicator, for the 10. All right, boys, we got to talk about, where do we want to start? Let's talk about PlayStation getting community noted, because we were here, we were live breaking the news Wednesday morning about PlayStation going fully digital on the January 1st, the first of the year of 2028, going fully digital for all console games. They got community noted, boys. The PlayStation post about the end of physical media has been community noted. It also has received nearly 70,000 replies, with people extremely mad about it. This could be one of PlayStation's biggest backlashes in recent years. PlayStation has also stopped posting since announcing the change, in quotes, digital purchases grant a revocable license to access content, not ownership. Sony recently removed hundreds of purchased Studio Canal movies from libraries due to licensing. And here's the community note on their initial post. Digital purchases grant a revocable license to access content, not ownership. Sony recently removed hundreds of purchased Studio Canal movies. Yeah, we read that in the quote above. But boys, Mike, bad, right? Not good. Not good.
No, this is very bad. And the bigger issue here is it just kind of reminds everybody, like, okay, at some point you have to make a decision about how much you want to stand on, what you own. And this kind of just confirms that, like, you will own nothing and be happy with it, kind of thing. Xbox did a few years back, they got rid of purchasing films and movies on their platform, so you can no longer do that. But they told everybody you can keep the library that you already have. You don't have to worry about that. Like, you can keep all the movies. So I still have every movie I've ever purchased on Xbox. But that's what's really head scratching about this, is the fact that they would just, also be removing people's, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I just don't understand the logic here. I don't know why they would think this is a good idea. Something must have happened. Listen, I'm not about defending Sony for anything. Comment Sony L, but something must have happened that we don't know about. They're not telling people that caused this to happen.
Well, I can tell you.
I think it's just corporate greed. That's what I think.
It's yes, Steph. That's kind of like, that's the public kind of narrative going with it. There's a few things. This makes deadlines for games a lot easier, because you don't have to print the copies, ship an unfinished game on a disc, relying on a day one patch for the game to work. These board members, all of the guys who are spending the fucking money, the board heads who are controlling the studio, paying for the studio to develop the game, create a deadline so the studio can print the game on disc and ship them out on time to all of your retailers. This is the end of deadlines for these studios and developers. Now it's just day one. These studios can pretty much work up until that deadline, and then the game is just available and downloaded and already patched day one when on launch day for the game.
Interesting.
So it takes the deadline out of the equation to print the game. Also, the cost for the plastic fucking case, the printed paper for the case, for the cover art, and the actual cost of the Blu-ray disc, that's all out of the equation. So yes, Steph, corporate greed, they're making more money. They're taking more money home without having to print this stuff. Also, when it comes to making and building the console, these studios, just Sony and Xbox, as those two specifically, they're operating at a loss when they make these consoles, and the games over the course of the next few years are making up that loss.
So
So my point is when you're making the console now, you don't have to build in that disk drive. The cost of making the console is going to be cheaper, and it's going to be smaller. The components to fit in there are going to be smaller because you don't have to. Are you being sarcastic with me right now?
No.
Okay. Anyways, there's several reasons, but yes, it's all about cutting costs and saving money.
So the price of the console and the game should go down.
No, they're not going to.
Yeah.
You
But
think
I'm
they're
just
gonna?
saying.
Yo, no,
I'm just saying.
absolutely
So
not.
the cost should
No.
go down. So there is no benefit to the customer at all.
No.
Yeah, there's no benefit
absolutely
to
not.
the customer at all. So yes, they're cutting all of these costs in order to make more money, but it's not benefiting the customer because they're cutting costs, but the prices are still going up. So it's literally corporate greed. It is corporate greed.
Yep.
I saw this on Instagram the other day, and I absolutely love this guy. And what he said, a lot of people agreed with him. It got millions of views. I mean, this guy just completely went off on Sony, and I absolutely love what he said.
Stay with me, my friends. If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. And if Sony has decided that the only way to buy a game on PlayStation is to buy a digital license on a monopolized storefront that they control, where they can revoke that license at any time for any reason, including when they decide the console generation you play on is outdated and they want to pump up sales on the new generation consoles, then Sony isn't getting another fucking dime of my money, and Jack Sparrow doesn't have jack shit on me. Oh, it's not that big a deal, Luke. Everybody buys their games digital nowadays. Yeah, except for the kid who borrows their games from their buddies at school because their folks can't afford them, or borrows them from the library. Except for the middle-class folks who buy their games used because the fucking things are $80 and minimum wage is still $7.75 a fucking hour. Except for the single mom who works double shifts all fucking December to buy her kids the games they want and might actually want to see them unwrap them on Christmas Day. Except for all of them, the billion-dollar corporation is not gonna fucking pick you. You don't have to shill so goddamn hard, you bootlicking fuck. Reminder, Sony is the same billion-dollar corporation that bragged about how you could share a disc game between friends when they launched the PS4 because Xbox was going digital. Yep. Fuck these corpo rats. Fuck paying $1,000 for a console where you can play an $80 game license they can rip out of your hands at any time for any reason. Fuck these people. Say it with me, man.
Yep. I really like what he said.
He's absolutely right.
Yes, he is absolutely right. 100%. So yeah, they can cut costs on anything. Cut costs on the console, cut costs on not printing out these games and not have to worry about deadlines and all that stuff, but the customer still isn't benefiting from any of this.
Well, yeah, and the cost of the console is still going to be $800 fucking dollars.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, that's not going to change.
Yeah. If the customer benefited from this, then maybe there wouldn't be as much outrage. Like, hey, we're going to do this, but don't worry. Guess what? That's going to lead to a more cost-effective game for you guys. The cost is not going to be as high, but no, it's not. It's not. They cost the exact same as a physical game.
What a
so
mess,
what's
man.
the point? What's even the point?
Well, so, and then this also begs the question of, like, what's the point of pre-ordering games? Mike, you remember back in the day, back in like the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 days, well, so your 360 and Xbox One days, is pre-ordering games, you actually got a pre-order bonus. And then somewhere during that generation of consoles, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it became deluxe edition bonuses.
Yes.
Gone away with the pre-order bonuses. It was now your ultimate edition, deluxe edition bonuses that you used to get with the pre-order bonus. You don't really get anything for pre-order bonuses unless sometimes, in a very rare occasion, you'll get early access 2 or 3 days early to play the game if you pre-ordered it. Now going fully
streamers,
which is mostly for streamers and stuff, or people, it's like your beloved franchise, and it's like you have to play it 3 days early.
Yep.
Going fully digital, you're doing away with any reason to pre-order the game. So they need to add some incentive to pre-order the game because they want to lock in that money, guaranteed fucking money when you pre-order. So they need to bring back those pre-order bonuses back in some way, shape, or form. And hopefully that would mean every game would be available early access if you pre-order. Mike, what's your idea?
Well, if you remember, and I'm sure you remember this because we love this game, there was a lot of controversy around Arkham City when it first came out because one of the big pre-order bonuses was the Catwoman DLC.
Right.
You couldn't access it unless you bought the pre-order version of it until like a year after the game came out or something. Like it wasn't available right off the bat.
It was 6 months, maybe a year that you couldn't do it, and then they eventually added it to the online store. Yeah, I remember that.
It's a good portion of the game, and not being able to play it, I was like, damn, I would have been pissed. And then we've just saw it again recently with Star Wars Outlaws, the digital stuff, like the deluxe edition was just more DLC content. I think that's what's going to happen here. I also think GTA 6 is setting the precedent here. Oh, well, if you pre-order, or you get the deluxe edition, then you'll get access to all this content that's already in the game, but it's all locked behind this. Like, it's just supplemental content, guys, but they're like, man, could you imagine playing this and not being able to turn your car gold or, so I think that's what's going to happen. We've already seen this. We already saw this happen before, and they walked a lot of this back at one point because they're like, yeah, we realize it's a terrible idea and it's all bad. I mean, I don't know if anybody remembers, was it EA's, their digital piracy stuff was that you had to have a code that you got the day that you bought the game. I think that stuff like that's going to make a return as well. I don't know how many people remember that, but if you bought an EA game, even if you had the physical disc for it, you couldn't just give it to your friend because they had to purchase a code to unlock the game so that they could play it too, so that they could make money off of like used games and stuff like that. They eventually got rid of those, but that was a whole nonsense too. I think we'll see a bunch of different companies try different things like this to figure out how to make money on it and and give incentives to get pre-orders. But it's all gonna be a mess. And the reality is a lot of games that are really beloved also came out unfinished. Baldur's Gate 3 was not finished on launch. The first act was completely done. The second act was pretty much almost done, and then the third act had a lot of missing content that they added in over time. So
speaking of digital versions, do you remember Arkham Knight's PC launch?
No, I actually don't remember.
Arkham Knight's PC launch was a port done in like fucking Central America, and it was unplayable for months until Rocksteady had to go in and pretty much build Arkham Knight on PC from the ground up.
Yikes.
Yeah. I mean, now, in hindsight, Arkham Knight is the best on PC, but at launch, it was like 2 months for Arkham Knight before anyone could even play it on PC.
Yeah, hold on.
And that's a digital release.
Baldur's Gate was early access, and that's how they got the first act of the game done. The third act of Baldur's Gate 3 was not done.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
They literally had to add in content and stuff like that they were patching from the day that the game released, like until they finally finished it. Like, I played the third act of the game, and it was not finished. There were straight up assets and sound things that weren't in the game and everything. Like, yeah, this is what's going to end up happening is they're going to find incentives to pre-order. But the thing is, I think gamers, we have a lot of people in our community that are like, don't pre-order.
At all, period.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's a special occasion where it's from a good studio where it's going to be a surefire game. Like, I'll pre-order a Capcom Resident Evil game. I have no problem doing that because I haven't been done wrong yet. But most of the studios don't have that kind of reputation.
Yeah. FromSoft, maybe, but yeah, most of the time, they're not. These games are not done, and that's what sucks.
Do you think this guy's regretting his decision to get rid of all of his physical media?
We went over this. We talked about this. Yes, maybe not initially, because you look at the guy and he does look happy in the moment. But I think that after a few months, maybe years, he's going to look back and he's going to be like, fuck, what a mistake. Because if you click on it, so click on the first picture, he gets $1,000 of in-store credit.
Yes.
That money's locked into GameStop. You cannot spend that money anywhere else. $1,000. Mike, we were talking about this on Bro Science. How many games are there? I was guessing. I'll let you guess first. How many games are right there?
So I remember I actually saw somebody try to do the math on this, and I don't remember exactly what their number was, but there's probably like 200 games, maybe more there.
I was guessing 250.
Yeah.
Between 200 and 250 is a safe bet for that right there. Some of them are probably worth $8-10. You're telling me that in those 250 games, you're not going to have at least 15 to 20 of those that might be worth $80 to $100 just based off of how much of a banger and the scarcity and rarity that game is.
Yeah.
And he gets $1,000 of in-store credit, bro.
That's not enough.
And all
he left with he just left with PS5 games. It doesn't even say PS5 and games.
Yeah.
Just PlayStation 5 games. Unfortunately, this guy got fleeced.
Yeah, he did. He got fleeced hardcore. Because here's the other thing: they're probably not like valuing these games at what they are. You guys want to be like surprised? You probably don't have it sitting around, but if you do, the Xbox 360 version of Spider-Man: Friend or Foe, not a really played game. It's worth quite a bit now. It's worth like $80. Worth just $80 sitting around. There are games on 360 that don't exist anywhere anymore or aren't digital anymore. You know, things like that are worth a lot of money still, or collector's editions. There's no way that guy didn't have well over $1,000. I mean, he probably had like maybe closer to $4,000 or $5,000 worth of stuff in there. If he had any special editions or any unique games there, he definitely got fleeced.
Also, Geeks and Gamers, speaking of Xbox 360 games and being able to play them, Geeks and Gamers, we did an article on the website yesterday about their new disc to digital feature that, because let's face it, Xbox Helix, or whatever it's going to be called, working name Xbox Helix, is going to be digital too as well.
Yeah, that's definitely the rumor. And I mean,
why is
anything to say that it's not?
I have an ad playing in my ears and I don't know how to get rid of it.
Stop
playing the ad.
Stop betraying me.
How do I mute tab? Mute tab?
Right click on it.
Yeah.
Right tab.
I wish I could help you, Beardo. I don't know.
Yeah, right click on the tab and then
mute site. Here we go.
Yep.
Mute site. All right, I want to show you. I want to show you guys this. So Xbox Helix is going to go digital too. And right here, so they're working on their disc to digital process. Will only work with Xbox Series X and Xbox One discs, not disc from earlier consoles like the Xbox 360. Oof! Yikes, dude. And we were talking, me and Blaine were talking about this yesterday on Daily, is what a lot of people do is they will sell their previous console to then help afford the next gen console.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do that anymore because your next gen console is going to be digital only. And if you have an entire library of Xbox 360 games, you better hold on to your Xbox Series X and Xbox One that can play 360 games, because the new console, you're not going to be able to play the 360 games on it. This fucking sucks.
Yeah.
That is a huge loss, because that was one of the best selling points of the Xbox 360 or the Xbox Series X, is the backwards compatibility, because you can play original Xbox games on those things. Like that was always a big thing for them. And you know, they closed down the 360 store, so you can't buy things on the 360 store like that anymore, and it's all emulation and stuff. So yeah, that's a huge L, man. It's a bummer. It really sucks. And there's games that you'll never be able to get like digitally like that. Like EA doesn't have old copies of Madden. They only go back like 1 or 2 generations for games for Madden, and then they get rid of them. They remove them off the store so that you cannot go back and purchase them.
It's because they know that the older Maddens were actually good.
Yeah. Yep.
And they don't want people to go back and play Madden 04 with Michael Vick.
Yep.
You know, they want you to play the new one with Patrick Mahomes, where you have to open up the fucking MUT mode pack so you can unlock the 99 overall Patrick Mahomes and 99 overall Joe Burrow, so you can play with your favorite characters in 99 overall, but yet you're spending $50 in fucking digital card packs just to play with your favorite character or your favorite player. Sorry. It's wild. Dude, it's become so greedy, and the gambling, it's essentially fucking gambling at that point.
100%. Yep. You want to hear something really wild, though? The last time I played a Madden game, it was just like, I think it was like a free weekend. And they're like, hey, this ultimate mode, you got to play it. And I'm like, I don't want to play this. And like, well, here's a free card pack. Ready for this? I open it up. It's just a random card pack. And it just opens up, and it's a 99 overall Brian Urlacher.
Okay.
And it's like a legendary card, apparently.
Well, you know why they do that, Mike? You know exactly why they do that. Because it was the free weekend, free pack. You pull the 99 overall Brian Urlacher, so you get addicted to it. You think you're good at it, and you have good luck, so that you buy the game, and then you spend real money on the packs, and then you're pulling shitters. But you're chasing that dragon. You uninstalled it?
No, I sold the card on like the marketplace.
There you go. Okay.
And then I uninstalled the game. Yeah. Because I thought it was funny to just like put it out there and then walk away.
Yeah, fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that.
Dude, it's nonsense, dude. Yeah,
I can tell you the last Madden I bought was Madden 2016 with Odell Beckham Jr. on the cover.
Yeah.
And the only reason I bought it was because a New York Giant was on the cover.
Yeah,
I played it for a little
fair.
bit, but I never bought another Madden app. So 10 years.
see.
10 years I haven't played Madden.
I think the last Madden I bought, let me see here, because I'm trying to look at the covers and see who it was. I think the last Madden I bought, it might have been 16 as well. Hold on.
16 was Odell. 15 was Richard Sherman.
So I bought Madden 15. I did buy that one. I think it was Madden 17 that I bought last as well. Yeah. So we stopped at the same time, dude. Yeah, because I didn't keep going after that.
Who was on the cover of Madden 17? Was that Gronk? Madden
Yes.
17, I think, was Gronk. Yeah, it was Gronk.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought Madden 15 when it came out because Richard Sherman was on the cover of that. And then I bought Madden 16 as well. Yes. No, I stopped at 16.
So
Yep.
that's Odell.
Yep.
Madden 16 was Odell. Yeah, that's the last one I did.
And it wasn't, that had a lot of problems, man, but there was some better stuff in it, but
The Madden Ultimate Team is the worst thing to ever happen to Madden.
yes.
It killed the game.
Absolutely. Yep. And then they got rid of like an actual like that when NCAA or whatever the college game, then they got rid of that, and then now like new college football sucks. It plays like Madden but worse.
Yep. Yeah.
Dude,
I used to prefer the NCAA games back in the day
I did too.
over Madden.
Dude, they were so much better, dude. Custom playbooks and all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, you create your own university.
Yeah. The drafts or like the scouting and stuff was so much better. That'll suck. Right, Steph?
Right, Steph?
Yeah.
College football. Yep.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know. Oh yeah.
Steph, Cowboys or Texans?
Texans.
Buses.
Okay. All right. I respect that.
Mhm.
Buses. Administrative Wrong Think with the 5. Check Jeremy's feet. He's probably wearing Crocs in the White House.
Better not be.
It was cropped. It was cropped out, so we couldn't see what shoes he was
Video.
wearing.
It's like that Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, what the fuck did I do? What did I do wrong? And they're dragging him out. It's Jeremy getting dragged out with like his Crocs. Throw him out, and
Consider this a divorce.
Yeah.
Eric K with a 5. Jeremy needs to wear a tie. He's at the White House, for God's sakes. Dress codes are not acceptable. Trump kicked Zelensky out for not wearing a tie. Well, he kicked Zelensky out because he was wearing a fucking tracksuit. He was wearing like sweatpants and a sweatshirt.
Yeah, you're like, dude, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, what a scumbag. Thank you for the $5, Eric K. Known scumbag Zelensky who did freaking gay videos. He did. Administrative Wrong Thing with a 1 and 9. Beardo isn't on F&T. Why do you hate F&T, Beardo?
Damn.
I don't know. Fuck him. I don't know.
Mike's gonna be on F&T.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
I'll be
great.
I'll put in a good word for you.
Well, it's easy for Steph to be there. She does the scheduling.
Right.
It's easy. Yeah, you know what? I'll just throw myself in there. Why not?
Like I'm on the show today. Yeah, I would do that.
Why? I'm not knocking it.
Yeah.
I respect it. Thank you, Administrative Wrong Thing, for the 199. Josh Skywalker with a 22 months. Hope everyone has a fun time this weekend. Oh, we will.
Yes. Have a good time.
It's gonna be so much
Do
fun.
not be dumb about fireworks, though, man. Be careful.
Keep your fingers
Yep.
and your toes. You never know. People might be into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Cicada.
Yep. Cicada most affected.
Yep. Grizzly Khan with a 5 says, "Hail all, just passed 60 subs yesterday. God bless Geeks and Gamers and God bless America." Shout out, Grizzly Khan, 60 subs. Let's freaking go.
That's awesome, man.
That's more subs than Ben.
Yeah.
Thank you for the $5. All right, boys, we got to talk about James Gunn and the future of DCU. We should just call it JGU, because that's what it really is. JGU. Yeah. So this individual, if you're not familiar, Jennifer Holland, is the wife of James Gunn. Doesn't want to take the last name Gunn. I don't know. She's her own person. She's an independent woman. Jennifer Holland says she gave James Gunn notes on his scripts for season 2 of Peacemaker that made him scrap the first drafts and start completely over, in quotes. That's when he came up with the story of season 2 that we have now that's really grounded in the relationships. Let me kind of break this down and just say what she really means. It was her idea to cast herself in the show so that she can make out and fuck John Cena in the show while she's married to the writer and the creator and the director.
Yep.
Fucking wild. And we have a clip here of it.
Instance, when he was writing season 2 of Peacemaker, and I read the first draft of like an earlier version of the story that he was coming up with. I was like, we haven't seen these characters for like 3 years by this time. We want to know what's been going on with the characters. Where have they been? You know, what's changed in their lives? Yada yada yada. And I don't feel like we're jumping into the things that really what interests us about these characters. He ended up scrapping that and just started over new, and that's when he came up with the story about, you know, season 2 that we have now, and which was really,
you can tell she almost said it. She wanted to say it, but what it would have sounded really bad coming out of her mouth that it was her idea to have the relationship with John Cena in the show because she is married to James Gunn.
Yes.
She almost went there, and then she kind of, you heard her hesitate a little bit.
She backed off. And I have said this so many times before. James Gunn is a control freak. He does not like being told what to do. He is in control of these scripts and in charge of these scripts. A lot of people don't agree with me. I didn't hate Peacemaker season 1. I thought it was enjoyable for what it was. The worst part is the season finale with the Justice League at the end and stuff. I was like, whatever. But like her character was kind of interested in John Cena, but she was also kind of like not interested and blah blah blah. And then what do we get this season? Because Beardo, you probably didn't watch this season.
I didn't watch none of them.
That's okay because there's a lot of weird dicks and stuff in season 2 too. Season 2,
her character in season 1 is pretty.
There's what?
I wonder if that was her idea as well.
I doubt it because
in season 1 she's around and she's kind of like a agent and blah blah blah, and she has all this stuff and she ends up helping Peacemaker and blah. Season 2, total girl boss. Walking around, she's like badass. She's at the bar and she's just drinking, and some guy talks to her. She just beats the shit out of this guy in a bar, and she's just like fucking, you know. And then like Peacemaker's like, "What are you doing to yourself? Come on, I like you. Let's do like blah blah blah." And then he goes home and has like a fucking orgy, and there's a bunch of dudes' dicks dangling in front of your face. And then like at the end of the season, for some fucking reason, they're at like a concert, and I have to listen to these guys sing the fucking theme song again during the concert while they just make out in the middle of the floor and the camera's just spinning around them. I was like, "What are we doing? What does it have to do with anything, bro? Last season we were fighting like alien butterflies that were taking over people's bodies. Like, what? This is, and now that we know that she basically like pestered the fuck out of him until he went fuck it, and he just threw the whole first script away. I'm not trying to defend James Gunn at all here, but I'm telling you right now, that's exactly what this sounds like. I just had some ideas and I just kept giving it to him, and he went fuck it, I don't know, and just threw the whole script away. What do you want to do? And then we got this season, and it feels like it was written by his wife.
Oh, man.
Apparently it was then.
It was.
Apparently it was.
It came from her brain.
Yeah. And that this is what leads to that clip of James Gunn saying like he was uncomfortable filming the kiss between his wife and John Cena.
This is
like, oh yeah, you were.
Yeah.
This is just as bad as Quentin Tarantino casting himself in the role as the character that has Salma Hayek's foot in his mouth.
Well,
this is the female equivalent.
Yes, it is. Yeah, but at least like Quentin Tarantino was like, yeah, I got Salma Hayek's foot in my mouth.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
He was. Yeah.
Well, apparently, she just wanted to make out with John Cena.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
If I'm just chilling.
And have her wife and have her husband film it.
Yeah, if I'm writing a script, and listen, she would never do this, but Lady Abby walks in and she goes, "Hey, I got some ideas. What if I get to like make out with John Cena in this movie?" I'd be like, "Well, now you're not even in the movie."
Yeah, it's like,
congratulations.
How about I divorce you?
Yeah, now you're done.
Yeah.
Like, you can go be with John Cena now. Like, congratulations. No, listen, man, it's wild shit to do that. Like, makes no sense at all, dude. Go ahead, Steph.
Well, I mean, that leads to, her comments on Man of Tomorrow, because she commented on Man of Tomorrow. I can tell you that I've seen an enormous portion of the movie. And I'm so excited for Man of Tomorrow. It's different. Don't want to say this. It might be James's best, my favorite movie of James. And I haven't even seen the whole thing yet. I love the movie. I'm really excited about it. It feels like a step up to me in a lot of ways. I'm excited for people to see it. And he's not done filming it yet.
Somebody said
Damn.
she has sex with Superman.
Feels,
her character
feels,
shows up and gets
yeah,
her
character. Yeah, her character's in it. And the plot of Man of Tomorrow is him having an affair on Lois Lane with James Gunn's wife.
While Lois makes out with what's his name, Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific, that's right.
She was thirsted for
Oh,
him.
dude, she was dripping for Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
Yikes! I mean, and what? This feels like a step up to me in a lot of ways. What she's saying, this Superman was shit. She admitting that?
It sounds like
Just-
she's
feels
admitting
like.
that.
Just flat out admitting that.
It's a step up.
Hmm.
I wonder if she's in it.
Man of Tomorrow is going to be the last thing James Gunn does. That's why he's pushing all these projects and trying to get these things out super quick, because he knows that by the time Paramount takes control, he's out. He's done.
The only thing I will say this, Beardo, I am not 100% sold that he won't make the announcement for Brave and the Bold, and they might give him one shot with Batman.
That's
That's my concern. You got to remember, man, Batman is he's like kind of their silver bullet.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so you want to know what I heard in the past couple of weeks about the whole Batman thing, about Brave and the Bold, and why Batman Part 2 took so long? Is because within Warner Brothers, there was this whole legal thing going on with Matt Reeves doing Batman and with James Gunn wanting to do Batman, a very legal thing. Like, because they have weird things with Batman, like Batman can't be Batman on TV. Batman is only movies. So,
which is weird.
Can Matt Reeves and James Gunn both legally do Batman under the current Warner Brothers structure with how they have their contracts with Matt Reeves and then with James Gunn and stuff? It's weird.
I think they can. He announced it.
Well, that's
but
the
did
thing
he
too,
announce
though.
it because he was expecting Batman Part 2 to be the
done
last
sooner.
one, or was he expecting the Batman Part 2 to be getting canceled? And that's why it was in like limbo for so long, because James Gunn and Matt Reeves were fucking bumping heads about this whole thing.
It's very possible. So I actually was looking into this the other day because people don't remember this, but the Batman was pitched as a trilogy.
Right.
Matt Reeves said it was a trilogy that he had planned out from the beginning. And obviously now, I did not know this at the time, but I looked into this and he had some health issues. That was rumors. He had some health scares and stuff. So that's why things were delayed a little bit. But I also agree with you, Beardo. Like, we do know there's some really weird stuff about Batman and how they market him and what they can do and what project they can work on with him, which makes no sense. But we see it all the time, because how many Batman projects have we seen where they don't have Batman in it?
They
or
don't
like
have
Titans
Batman
and stuff. Like, you'll see Batman, but he's like always obscured and hidden somewhere. You know, it's never like a full on.
Well, he was an old man.
You know?
Like in Titans, like he was like fucking 70 years old when they did Crisis on Infinite Earths on CW, when they had Kevin Conroy play him. It was an older
man,
Bruce
and he's not in
Wayne,
the suit.
and he wasn't Batman. Like he had the exoskeleton suit, but he wasn't Batman. He was still Bruce Wayne.
They did a whole show, a Gotham.
They did where he's a kid. It's a Jim Gordon show.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he
And they
appears
didn't
at the
show
very
him
end
in
of
the
the
suit
show
until the very last shot of the show.
Yeah,
But he didn't even have the
terrible.
ears. He just had a fucking helmet on.
Yeah, it looks terrible, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that I think you're right. I think there's probably some legal issues because, man, if you go back 3 years ago to that whole James Gunn thing where he announces his slate of films, almost none of those happened.
Yeah.
And,
No,
and originally
but Batman
it
was one
Supergirl.
of them.
Batman Brave and the Bold was one of them.
Yeah,
and also
Batman Brave and the Bold was one of them.
Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow was the original plan. That didn't happen. He moved Supergirl up, removed Woman of Tomorrow, and made it Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Like, he shuffled a ton of stuff around. No Authority, no Booster Gold. And now they're announcing Gorilla Grodd and Jimmy Olsen.
Grodd
I
and
know.
Jimmy
Gorilla
Olsen.
Grodd,
But
that series, like, what does that end? Did you see that they're
there's
looking
also
for
a Slade and Bane.
Yeah,
Did you see that
Slade
they're
and
looking for a
Bane.
comedic actor to play Gorilla Grodd?
Yeah.
It's going to be Seth Rogen.
Yeah, it's going to be Seth Rogen. Yeah.
Oh, God.
But yeah,
please
a
no.
Bane in Deathstroke show, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
there's
I
going to
like
be a
those
buddy
characters,
cop, Bane and Deathstroke, and you know what they're going to do? It's going to be Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, where Slade is your Steve Martin, and Bane is going to be your John Candy.
Yep.
And how many times are they going to fucking do that?
I like me. My wife liked me. Like, oh, dude, what are we doing,
Well,
man?
I don't even think James Gunn knows like what his future is at DC, because this is from Boba Talks. It's like an interview from a little bit ago. Um,
Is this guy a TikToker? Is that how he got started first? Or
Boba?
he's a
No, he
YouTuber.
was on YouTube. He's been on
He's a
YouTube for a
YouTuber.
while.
Yeah.
Peacemaker season 2 and Lanterns setting up different threads and arcs. How far do these arcs go? Like, do they culminate in Man of Tomorrow, or can we expect them to go further than that?
Yes, they definitely go significantly further than Man of Tomorrow.
Okay.
So now, whether or not that'll be me that's able to fulfill that promise depends on a lot of things in life.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whether or not that'll be
almost
me,
He
I don't
almost sounded like he
know.
was going to cry. Whether or not I keep my job, I don't know.
I
No,
know.
he's out,
Whether or
dude.
not
He's
that'll
out.
be me, I don't know. It just depends.
Whether
I
or
don't
not,
know.
you know,
I don't know
yeah,
if I'm
I
gonna
can
be
keep
here
enough money to
to
keep my
fulfill
wife.
that promise. No
Yeah.
clue.
I'm just trying to make enough money to stop my wife from kissing John Cena. Yeah. And he's like in a one of his back rooms of his house. He's just hiding in the guest room. He's like, John Cena's been here for
So
weeks.
he's in the cuck room with all the TVs so he can watch his wife fuck different dudes. I don't think we're gonna see. Hey, what up, Sundowners Club? I see you, brother. How you doing? I don't think we're gonna see Batman Brave and the Bold. I think there's some weird legal stuff with Matt Reeves doing Batman, and he has Batman, and James Gunn can't touch it. And I think that pisses James Gunn off, and that's why Batman Part 2 took so fucking long.
The rumor is there is a Batman casting that we're gonna get announced.
I saw that the other day. It's the guy something Brittany.
That's the rumor.
Tom Brittany, Tim Brittany,
or something like that.
and I
That's the
looked at it,
rumor.
and I was like, no.
Yeah, same. I looked at him and I was like,
no.
You want to print money? DC? Just hire me. I'll get a cast of people together. I'll make a Batman TV show.
Has to be a
Full-on
movie,
TV
Mike.
show. Start from the beginning. I don't want to do a movie. Nope, I'm doing a TV show. We're gonna do Batman start to finish, ends, leads up into Batman Beyond.
The only reason that I actually believe in the casting of Tom Brittany.
I don't like that name.
Tom Brittany? It's Tom Brittany.
I don't like his name. I want to punch
his
him.
name. Yeah.
Tom Brittany is because
Tom
he
Brittany.
auditioned for, I believe he auditioned for the role of Superman. So James Gunn has already seen him, and James Gunn has even said, I really like Tom Brittany. I hope we can find him a role within the DCU because he really liked him. That's the only reason. That's the only reason I kind of believe, like, oh, maybe they did cast their Batman. Maybe it is him.
I truly believe, I do see some truth in that Tom Brittany casting. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I truly believe that James Gunn is not allowed to touch Batman until Matt Reeves is finished. And I think after the Batman Part 2, James Gunn is going to try his hardest to pull the plug on that.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I absolutely agree.
But it's all a part. It's all a matter of timing, and if James Gunn gets the boot.
I just don't see the scale for Matt Reeves' Batman becoming a Justice League Batman. I just don't see that scale is going to be there because I don't think Matt Reeves is interested in telling a Batman that fits into that universe. Like Batman the Animated Series, if you look at that Batman, you don't think that's Justice League Batman until you see them scale him up in Superman Animated Series. And you see that what Batman's been doing off screen and where he's been going with things, that he's stepped it up and you start seeing that Batman emerging. And then when Justice League drops, you believe this Batman can roll with the Justice League. Like, I don't see that with this, like with that. So I don't know, but we're not getting a Justice League movie at all. That ain't never happening with James Gunn at the helm. Like, what a mess, dude.
He has no plans for it.
Yeah. What a mess. And somebody said
also,
Brittany's 35. Well, remember, James Gunn wants Damian Wayne.
Well, yeah, and they were saying that Batman's going to be 50-year-old Batman.
Yeah, because they want Damian Wayne as the character in it.
But it's like,
because Gunn loves Damian Wayne. That's his favorite.
But if we're going to cast an outcasted, well, if the story is going to be an outcast Superman, and then your Batman's going to be 50 years old, then why the fuck did you get rid of Snyder in the first place?
Because James
you know
Gunn
what I'm
wants to do it
saying?
his way, unless his wife tells him differently.
Zack Snyder's been the blueprint for all of this shit, dude.
What a mess.
It's a fucking mess.
I've said this before. James Gunn loves Zack Snyder's universe. He'll never admit it because he can't, but he definitely does because Superman He did the exact opposite of what Zack Snyder did, except that story follows a lot of Zack Snyder's points from Batman versus Superman. A lot of similarities.
Yep.
Also, Zack Snyder's favorite Superman, All-Star Superman. James Gunn's favorite Superman, All-Star Superman. He loves
Zack
Zack
Superman.
Snyder's universe. Yeah, he loves Zack Snyder's take on Superman. That's 100% what he would do. If you watch Brightburn, it's 100% what he would do for Superman, and he couldn't do it. That's why he couldn't crack the story, because Zack Snyder had already done it.
Yeah.
What a mess.
What a mess. What a mess. Do we have Jesse or Macho Man here today?
Dude, I don't know if I want to do Macho Man. I get nervous, bro.
Okay, then I was just wondering if one of them is here today.
Yeah.
At least one or the other.
I don't know. I get nervous, guys. Okay? I'm just trying to perform, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Why don't you tell me?
Why don't you tell me?
Hey, Steph, I have a quick question for you. Steph, are you there?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
you didn't
I'm
answer.
here.
I didn't know if you were actually there or not. I'm kind of concerned. Hey, I have a question. How much control do you actually have over your money right now?
You know what? I could have better control over my money.
That would be important. You got to know where your money's going and what it's doing for you, because, you know, technology has changed everything, and now it's changing how money works. You can't just wrap your money in corn tortillas and bury them in your backyard anymore.
Nope.
That's what I used to do, but now I put it all in cryptocurrency. I know crypto started as a niche, but now it's pretty mainstream. And it's changing how money works. You probably didn't know that it's changing how money works, did you?
No clue.
Yeah, well,
Didn't
I'm
know.
telling you about it right now. Crypto is it's changing things. It's mainstream, and now you have faster payments,
What?
more control.
What?
Maybe you could say what too, Stuff. Fewer middlemen.
What?
That's close enough. This isn't hype, it's just where things are going.
What?
And getting started today is easier than you think. That's where, are you ready for it? Drum roll.
Hey!
Rumble Wallet comes in.
Yeah.
Have you heard about Rumble Wallet?
Never heard about it, Jesse.
You never heard
Please
about
tell.
Rumble Wallet?
Why
Well,
don't
let me
you
tell you about
tell
it.
me?
With Rumble Wallet, you can buy Bitcoin, hold
What?
dollar-backed stable coins,
What?
What?
or even own digital gold backed by real gold, all
What?
in one place. That
Yeah.
means that you can go put all of your money and dig it out of your backyard and invest it in digital gold. Then you can get in your aquatic vehicle and drive across the Pacific Ocean to Spain and say, hey, I want my real gold. Give it to me so I can bury it in my backyard.
That's right.
And then they have to give it to you. It's just how it works. And setup is very simple. It connects with MoonPay. The Moon. Have you heard of the Moon, Steph?
I have heard of the moon. It's made of cheese.
That's incorrect. It's actually made of iron, and it's used to spy on American citizens. The United States, they put it up in the sky back in 1700. There wasn't a moon before that. I have verified proof of that. But with MoonPay, it is real, and they're not spying on you. And you
It's
can
real?
also use your debit card.
What?
Okay, I guess there's no what's there. That's fine. A credit card or
What?
a bank account, and you can be
What?
up and running in not days, not hours, minutes.
Minutes.
It's not about the
Minutes.
amount. It's about getting in early and understanding what's coming next. Put $1 in there for all I care. And once you're set up, you can even tip your favorite Rumble creators like Geeks and Gamers. They're pretty cool guys over there. I've heard. And
That's what I've
gals.
heard.
There's at least one gal there, at least one. So do this now. Scan the QR code, click the link in the description, and download Rumble Wallet. And from there, you can set up your wallet, tap buy, and you're in the game.
You're in the game.
Take control of your money and get started with Rumble Wallet today.
Do it. Thank you,
Just
Jesse.
do it. You're welcome. Real patriots have Rumble Wallet.
Thank you, Jesse. That's true. All right, Moana. When's Moana coming out? Is that this weekend?
I don't know. I legitimately do not know when this movie's releasing.
Next weekend, I think.
When's Moana coming out? All right. Well, live action Moana. This is from Marv, so it should be a pretty good article. Live action Moana box office tracking points to disastrous Disney opening. Oh no. Dwayne Johnson most affected. Disney's live-action Moana remake is once again facing questions about its box office potential after updated tracking numbers suggest the film's opening weekend expectations are moving in the wrong direction. While the original animated Moana became one of Disney's most important modern franchises, Moana 2 delivered a massive theatrical performance. The company's decision to quickly follow that success with a CG-heavy live-action remake appears to be facing a much different marketplace. Early box office tracking for Moana had already been divided, with some analysts projecting a modest start, while others believed the power of the brand and the return of Dwayne Johnson as Maui could push the film significantly higher. Box office tracking account Global Box Office previously reported that the live-action Moana remake was pacing towards a $50 to $70 million. Why is this jumping on me, Purdue chicken? Domestic opening weekend. That projection has remained largely unchanged, with the account recently claiming that pre-sales, shout out to Nine Line Apparel, pre-sales, I don't know why I just said that, but shout out, pre-sales are suggesting that that the film may struggle to hit even $60 million domestically. That alone would represent a surprisingly muted start for a property Disney has positioned as one of the strongest modern brands. However, the bigger movement appears to come from the other box office analysts who had previously been more optimistic. Just a few weeks ago, Box Office Theory projected that Moana could open between $75 to $96 million domestically, suggesting the remake still had the potential to break out with family audiences. The forecast has now plummeted. Plummeted! That means going downhill. Not good. Crash. According to the latest numbers from Box Office Theory, the live-action remake is currently projected for a $57 to $72 million opening weekend, with a pinpoint forecast of $62 million. The same projection lists a domestic finish between a $171 million to $210 million, with a pinpoint total of $195 million. That represents a 23% drop-off from previous expectations. Michael, what do you think?
I mean, let's be really honest here. This movie was never about Disney making money. This was about Dwayne Johnson inflating his own ego. We all knew that because he announced it right after he had like a really bad spot with WWE. He kind of like tanked his career with the wrestling fans by saying he set up a whole storyline that went nowhere, and then he got a bunch of backlash. His tequila sucks. Then he almost died from a heart attack and stopped taking juice. And so then he got real skinny. His brand was not doing hot. And then he was like, hey, you know what? We're doing a live action Moana on some random fucking beach. And everybody was like, why? It hasn't even been 10 years. I don't even... Yeah. What, like 6 years or something since Moana 1 came out? Or
I don't even know when the first Moana came out.
The first one came out like,
2016, 2017 maybe?
It hasn't even been 10 years.
It hasn't even been 10 years. And what a mess, dude. So yeah, this is 100% Dwayne Johnson trying to stroke his own ego. He probably went to them and said, guys, look at all the live actions. They're doing super well. You guys should just do it. 2016. So it'll be 10 years this year. What a mess, dude. Like, yeah. And I'm not surprised that this is going to tank because there's just no excitement for it. Especially when you just had Moana 2. So the franchise is like fresh in everybody's minds. This isn't like Lilo and Stitch where like we had that as kids or teenagers, and now like it's a new generation that's getting introduced to it.
Right.
Those kids that watched that movie when it first came out are now teenagers and go, why would I go see this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What a mess, dude. Like
Moana did really, really well. The first movie did well. The second movie was actually supposed to be a TV series that they sort of like they re-edited and made it into a movie, and it wasn't even very good, but it still made $1 billion. Yeah. So that's why they fast tracked this Moana movie. It was still it was already in the works when Disney announced that they were doing away with they were pausing live action movies. But even when they made that announcement, Lilo and Stitch and Moana were already in the works. So I was like, you know what? they say that they're pausing their live actions, but they're going to see how well Lilo and Stitch does, because Stitch is one of their most famous characters. And of course, that movie was always going to do well, and it did. And once it did do well, they were like, you know what? We're actually going to unpause on our live actions, and they announced the casting for Rapunzel. And then now Moana, right? Now Moana, I think that Disney is expecting Moana to hit $1 billion just like Lilo and Stitch, but I don't think that it will. I'll be actually surprised if it does. But I've been keeping an eye on Moana, and specifically the trailers, because it's very interesting to see like the audience reaction to Moana, to the live action Moana, because people really love the movies, but they don't like The Rock. So I've been keeping an eye on it, and it's very interesting. And like for, people be like, oh, like it's gonna bomb. What are you talking about? What do you mean it's going to bomb? Well, like it's costing around $200 million. Pretty bad pre-sales for a while now. It'll open at $50 to $70 million domestically. Compare that to Toy Story 5, right? Toy Story 5 opening weekend earned $160 million. That's why they're saying like this is really bad for this live action movie. And then the trailers. So the first trailer that was when was this? 3 months ago. The first trailer from 3 months ago. Look at the ratio on this thing. 191 downvotes to 62,000 upvotes. The ratio on this trailer from 3 months ago is crazy. And then the recent one, the most recent trailer, it's almost ratioed, but it's the final trailer. I don't know, like a lot of people have even watched this trailer, but it's 14 down to 16K up. So I don't think a lot of people are very excited about this movie. I've seen a lot of chatter online saying like, we don't need a live action Moana. What are we doing? This movie is barely even like a decade old. Why are we even making a live action movie of this? And Disney has really banked on the years and years and years and years of goodwill that they've built up with that audience. That goodwill has been slowly dwindling away. This past fucking decade, and people are just like, you know what, we're really tired. We want originality. We don't really care about this. We don't care about it anymore. We're totally tired of all of these live action remakes. They're not good. You remake them for a modern audience and they turn out to be terrible. So this movie, I think I've been watching. I don't think it'll do very well. I'll be surprised if it does hit $1 billion like the previous films have. And then add on top of that, I know that we like went over this a few days ago, but add on top of that, Dwayne Johnson slammed as a coward by Star Trek icon. Disney over the years have been building up their audience to be like those leftist millennials and gay people. And now the star of this movie is like, you know what, I'm just going to stay quiet on politics. And you have people like George Takei and Will Wheaton, silence is violence, Rock. So now the Rock is pissing off people because he's no longer taking a stand on politics.
He's not an ally anymore.
Yeah, he's no longer an ally. So you have those people that now support Disney that are not going to support The Rock. Yeah. And because of all of this like negativity, I don't think that Disney is doing very well, but they did make an announcement that Moana 3 is now in the works. You know what? The Moana live action movie might not do very well, but don't worry, because Moana
we'll just keep shitting them out.
Moana 3 is coming.
You guys want to hear some pretty wild stuff? Go ahead, Steph. Go ahead and finish here.
But yeah, I've actually been keeping an eye on this for a really long time. I was surprised when I looked at the Moana trailer and I saw that it was massively ratioed. It was like, holy, what is causing this? What is causing this ratio? Yeah. People do not want a live action Moana. It's very interesting. So I'm kind of looking forward to see what the box office holds for this movie, because it does come out, I think, on the 10th.
Real quick, I have a question for both of you guys, because I haven't seen either of the Moana cartoon movies. I haven't seen either one. So my question is, you just said that they announced a third Moana CGI cartoon movie. Is it Pixar or is it just flat out Disney?
It's just Disney.
It's just Disney.
It's just Disney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's just Disney.
Do you think that the live action Moana could hurt the third Moana film?
No,
because the live action Moana movie is just the first Moana movie in live action. It's just
I don't think so, because it's a lot easier to sell a cartoon to people than it is sell live action, especially the way this looks. I don't think it's gonna hurt the bottom line. I think Disney will probably look at that and get concerned, but I think they're gonna distance themselves from it pretty quickly to just move on and get Moana 3 out. So
the only thing that could hurt the third one is the second one, because it wasn't very good, but people still watched it. And I think that parents are more willing to take their kids to see an animation.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know?
Well, and also apparently, I didn't know this, but this actually explains a lot about his costume too. The original plan was to have use AI to make a deep fake of The Rock's face for Maui. And then they decided not to because they were like, oh, a lot of people are mad about AI, so we probably just won't do it. So like, I wonder if they were planning on something totally different. And then we're like, oh, never mind. We were just kidding, guys. We're gonna do, you know, the costume the whole time. Also, the director. This is his first movie. This is his first. Like,
wait, you're telling me a Disney project has a first-time director? No.
Yeah, technically his first directorial debut was Hamilton. No, he filmed a play on. No.
Yeah.
This is his actual first-time movie. Yeah. Just threw him out in the deep end with one of the worst things. I also want to bring this up because I think this is important. The Rock was a box office draw. He has never been a box office success by himself, bankable. But his last like few films, Red One made 186 million on a budget of like 250 million. Jungle Cruise, Disney, barely cracked 220 million on a budget of 200 million. Black Adam made 393 million on a budget of 260 million. Red Notice made $2 million on a budget of 200 million. And then The Smashing Machine made 21 million on a budget of $50 million. Dwayne Johnson is not making studios money.
No, I think people have Rock fatigue. I honestly do.
Yeah.
Because, you know, in an age where people like really love authenticity, he is the least authentic person. The Rock is just a brand. Dwayne Johnson is just a brand who is there to sell you his latest thing that he's cooked up. He even did it at Kevin Hart's roast. Like he was pimping out his tequila at Kevin Hart's roast. So The Rock is just a brand, and people are like, yeah, I don't care about that.
The best thing that he did when he came back from like doing the Tooth Fairy was he just owned being an action star, and he did Faster, which you haven't seen Faster. Faster's actually pretty rad. Like, not gonna lie, Faster's pretty, but he barely talks in that film, and he just goes around like doing action stuff. And you're like, cool. That was his best thing, was just embracing the kind of meme about him of being like, yo, I am an action star and I'm doing action movies. He keeps trying to do all this other stuff. And I'm like, dude, Skyscraper? Who the fuck thought that was a good idea, bro? Just like
Skyscraper?
Wasn't that supposed to be like the next Die Hard? Like, this is the next Die Hard.
And then he did the San Andreas.
Yeah.
Where California falls apart.
This time the Rock
Rampage.
Fights earthquake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a mess. And then like Jumanji is like, okay, tongue in cheek and funny, but like
this time the Rock fights an earthquake.
An earthquake.
And wins.
Yeah, he
because
grabs
the Rock can't lose. The Rock can't lose.
And just pulls them together.
In his contract. Yeah. It's in his contract that he can't lose. He's gonna fight an earthquake and win. But that's just something that like people are just tired of, right? The Rock, and he wants to be taken seriously as an actor now, and I think it's because he knows that like how he's being viewed by the public, right? The Rock is just The Rock in everything. Dwayne Johnson's just Dwayne Johnson in everything, and so that's why the Smashing Machine is very invested in doing that, because he wanted to show people he has range. He can act. I don't think that movie did very well. But he wanted to be taken seriously because he's just been doing all of these action movies, and you know, he's just The Rock and everything, and it's in his contract that he can't lose, and public perception of him has dwindled down and changed, and people just don't like him. They're not going to his movies, so he's like, I need to be taken more seriously, and that's why he's doing that. But then he comes back and he's doing Moana.
Yikes.
And movie. Yeah, and I think that people tolerated him in Moana because it's just his voice. You know, it's just his voice. But now it's actually him. Like he was pushing to be Maui in the live action movie. He's like, I got it. I want to be Maui. And you say that this is the first time director. I wonder how much influence The Rock had over like the making of this movie.
A ton.
I'm assuming a lot.
Yeah. What a mess, dude.
What a mess. Anyways, yeah, let's get some super chats and get the fuck out of here. Beardo with a hard R with a 199 says, happy birthday, America. Thank you, Beardo. Shout out. BMCCB with a 5 says, hi, Beardo. Hey, hello. Good morning. Thank you for the $5. Grizzly Khan with a $5 says, also saw Young Washington yesterday. Not as actiony as The Patriot, but a pretty good film. Worth a watch.
Interesting.
The Angel Studios. Yeah, I saw that, though. And there's an advertisement from some politician with a QR code in the movie theater that says donate to the GOP afterwards. So
Yikes.
that's
Oh, it
kind
says
of gay.
donate to the GOP. I saw Fake Wizard like tweet something about that. I didn't
It
know
was
what
something
it was.
like that. Yeah, that's kind of gay. Thank you, Grizzly Khan, with the $5. The Red Man with a 5 says, what up, all? Sweating all over my phone, typing this now, laying out in the 92-degree sun with the occasional trip inside to shotgun a Michelob Ultra. Summer.
Beardo.
Hey, good
Beardo.
job for you, man. Good on you. What did I do?
You said it was a politician. Dude, it's Kelsey Grammer. It's not a politician.
Oh, my
Oh,
bad.
my-
My bad.
My
bad.
But
I
yeah,
don't know.
it comes at the end of the screen asking you to donate money, probably to Angel Studios. But that's been
That's
something
crazy.
that was that Angel Studios
I
have been doing for a
might
very
have
long
been
time, though.
wrong.
it's Kelsey
I might
Grammer.
have thought this guy was a
Um,
politician.
Let's walk this back. Let's walk this
Well-known
back a little bit.
politician.
Well-known politician Kelsey Grammer. Whoops.
But,
My bad.
but no, Angel Studios has done that with every single movie since Sound of Freedom. They ask you to like donate, you know.
You know why? Because they're struggling with money.
But now that they are, as Fake Wizard points out, a publicly traded company,
Mhm.
I really think they should remove this at the end. You know, the pay it forward thing, I don't know, maybe they can continue with that, but that's what this is, the pay it forward, like donate. Here you go, donate.
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe they should get rid of the pay it forward program because the pay it forward program also inflates their box office as well.
Yes.
So.
Well, they need to look good. I mean, they're struggling right now. So
My bad. Fake news. Kelsey Grammer, not politician.
well-known
Angel
politician.
Angel Studios, not the GOP. My bad. Tender Rat, thank you for correcting that, Steph.
You're welcome.
Got your back.
This show stinks. I stink. Tender Rat with a 10,000 says, my dad does these traditions that I don't usually do, but I do it anyway because you got to appreciate the little things that matter. My parents beat cancer together, and I feel very blessed. Or they feel very blessed. Both of them. All of them.
Yeah.
All three. Thank you,
Shout
Tender
out.
Rat, for the 10, and shout out to your parents.
Yep.
Fuck cancer,
And
but
fuck
shout out to your
cancer.
parents for beating
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
beating
yeah.
its ass. Yeah.
Yeah,
Superheroes
kicked-
as
kicked
parents right
cancer's
there.
ass.
Yeah.
Let's
Real
fucking go.
superheroes. Way more than Black Adams.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you,
out.
Tender Rat, for the 10. VJ the Vigilant with the 24 months. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Happy 4th on 199
Yeah.
Thank
Best
you.
speech ever.
for the 24 months. General Duality with a $5 says, to show the British, make sure your AC is lower than normal to show them the Brit. Wait, hold on. To show the British, make sure your AC is lower than normal to show them Brits. The Patriot is another good 4th movie. Happy 4th, everyone. Patriot's awesome.
Patriot is good.
Thank you for the 5. General Duality. Queen Disparu with a 199.
Oh.
Steph, read this one.
Surrender your mushy peas and our
And our conditioning, brother.
Brava. Damn.
Thank you, Queen Disparu, for the 199. 2 Sloppy Joe with a 5. Beardo entered himself in the lesser-known Nathan's hot dog
Oh my god.
sucking contest.
Ooh. Like
Sometimes
sucking on
I think we
dogs?
need to pre-read
Thank you. Thank you, 2
Sucking
Sloppy
dogs
Joe,
down,
for the
bro.
5.
That's
Damn.
Yeah.
damn.
You guys are supposed to calm down
Without-
with the gay shit.
without even chewing.
Brain Rot with a $5. DC is just one stop on the road trip for Jer, Ryan, and Jay. Their final destination is the Taylor Swift wedding event at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Mhm.
Might as well. Hit it up. Thank you for the 5. Sup, man, with a 5. Saw fingers blown off during 4th of July. I work in the ER. People being dumb and drunk. Yeah.
Ooh, I bet it's a busy night for you at the ER. You know, fireworks nights. Yep.
Newerist with a 5. Beardo, have you ever played a Pokemon ROM hack? I got, on my GitHub, I released an updated version of the legendary Ash Gray that fixes all of their bugs. Email it to me. Beardo12 at Gmail. Thank you, Newerist with the 5. Philip Johnson with a 5. I'm in Tennessee. We have tons of firework tents and stories. I've
Stores.
already got stores. Fuck! I'm in Tennessee. We have tons of firework tents and stores. I've already got around 100 mortars to set off, plus smaller ones, and I'm not done yet. Thank you, Philip Johnson. Shout out
careful.
for the 5. Thank you.
Safe out there.
Yep. Phone Punk with a 2. Tom Petty, American Girl, recorded July 4th, 1976. Thank you, Phone Punk, for the 2. Eric K with a 2 says, hot here too. 55 F, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot here too. What the fuck are you talking about? 55.
Get him out of here, dude.
That's chilly at
Banned.
8:30 in the
that's
morning.
cold.
Yeah, banned.
That's chilly, bro.
Yeah, he says this stuff to like brag. Ban him.
What are you talking about, Eric
Get him
K?
out.
Thank you for the 2.
Banned.
And then Eric K with another 2 says, R.I.P. to Kel Nilsson, who played the Lord Humongous.
Oh.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Steaks Lim. Maybe it's Steak Slim. I don't know. Thank you for the 2.
Slim. Steak
That-
Slim. Steak Slim. Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's Steaks Lim, like Steaks Limited. I don't know. Thank you for
It's
the
like a
$2.
company.
That beard
Yeah,
is
Steaks
blacker than
Limited.
Wesley Snipes. Well, Wesley Snipes is just really tan. Thank you for the 2.
It's a really
Chris
tan
Coran.
guy. Really tan white guy. The most
Yeah.
tan white guy. Yeah.
Super tan white guy. Chris Coran with a 5. Let's fucking go America 250. Not a country music fan, but a must is Tim McGraw. Live like you are dying. Incredible, especially when I am turning 61 today. Tim McGraw, man, another great. All-time
Put a
great.
boot in your ass.
It's the American way, and Uncle Sam put your name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist. Thank you, Chris Grant, for the 5. Jason Nelson with the 2. Shout out to Cole Hauser on Open Bar with Tan Beard Scott. Well, how's it going on Open Bar, huh? Shout
Yeah.
out.
Open bar yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the 2. Shout out. The Bear Humper. That's
Oh my
gross.
God, is that you?
Nope, not me.
I think that looked like did that look like you?
Wasn't me.
Oh.
Vault 199 Gaming with a 199 says, happy quarter of a millennium anniversary, USA, USA, USA. Thank you.
Us.
Thank you for the 199. John Gets Gaming with a 5 says, sucks that companies tried to push digital trends with Game Pass, digital-only consoles, and counting their sub and bundle download code games as sales. Yeah. Thank you for the 5. Mafty with a $10 says, Steam games are also revocable, digital only. How is that different than what Sony is doing? Valve is your friend until they aren't, like any of those mega corpos. Here's the thing. When you're playing on Steam and PC, you already know. Like, you're making that sacrifice to play on PC and playing on Steam. You're making that choice. The appeal to console gaming was that you could get the physical copies.
Yeah.
That was part of the whole appeal. And now they're taking it away. Thank you, Mafty, for the 10. It's a little bit different. John Gets Gaming with the 5 says, when Xbox sells games that have a download required for install and both focus on online games, despite customer wishes, digital sales numbers are skewed. Thank you, John Gets, for the 5. Darth Mandic with the 2 says, don't dye that beard, beardo. Too late. Thank you for the $2. A boy named Blue with a 5 says, hey, y'all, I have a question for Beardo. First off, nice beard. Thank you. I'm trying to grow mine out. Any tips you can give me? Thanks and happy 4th of July. I do have a tip for you. Stop shaving. Just stop doing it.
That's the best way to do it.
Stop shaving. And
Sometimes
go past the itchy stage. Just get past it.
Sometimes
Stop
if
shaving.
you look at yourself in the mirror and you go like really hard.
You can definitely hold your breath and push, and you'll get a little bit more density. Yeah.
Like,
just don't pass out
Unless-
while you're doing that.
Yeah,
Unless
don't
you're
pass
Henry
out.
Cavill. Unless you're Henry, you just have to do this and you just pop a beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pump your biceps up a little bit. Thank you. A boy named Blue with a $5. John Gets Gaming with another 5 says, during COVID, the disc drive PlayStation 5 was always out of stock and still sold massively more than the digital only. Many new games have limited supply too. Thank you for the 5. Follows that up with another 5. Basically, this whole consumer preference thing is not true. Sony customers are much more like Nintendo, where it's 50-50 when given equal opportunity. And that's the thing. It's having the option
It's the
to go physical.
Give me options.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the 5. Random commentator dude with the 199. Have you heard of Woman Simulator game on Steam? We've seen it.
I have it.
We've seen it. Of course
Yeah.
you do.
I do.
Yep,
You
she
already
got
lived
the
life. Why
discount.
are you simulating it? I might simulate it, find out what it's like to be a woman.
Thank you for the
should wear it.
199.
You drive a car? Can you drive a car in Woman Simulator?
Can you drive a car in
No.
Woman Simulator?
No. I
Can you
haven't
do
gotten to
dishes?
watch
Well,
then
the
it's a pretty
dishes. Yeah,
accurate
you watch the
simulator.
dishes. Yeah, you watch the dishes.
Yeah. Can you mop? Can you mop, vacuum, and sweep?
I haven't played it yet.
Oh,
I know that you do the dishes. I've only watched the little like trailer for it, the preview for
Hmm.
it. So I was like, I'm getting this game.
I'm sorry to all the women watching this show right now.
I'm not. Crispy Nokin with the 40 months says, "Hail all, hi Steph, and happy early Independence Day to the USA. Enjoy your weekend, the fireworks and barbecue. Take a swig of water for the working man."
Hey, yo, why does she have like a? It looks like she has a thing on her ankle
I'll take some coffee.
in the game. Like it looks like she has like the thing where you can't leave your house.
Oh, an ankle monitor?
Oh, an ankle
Yeah,
monitor?
Ankle monitor. Yeah.
Because that's where she belongs. She belongs in the house.
That's right.
So,
Damn right.
you know,
Hey, Mike.
track of 'em. Yeah.
Mike, why don't you buy a woman a watch as a gift?
Why?
Because there's a clock on the stove. Frieza Max with the $10 says, it's these guys. Guess I'll not be sending any super chats. Well,
See you next week.
see you next week, brother. Thank you, Frieza Max, for the $10. Spirian with a 199 super sticker. Thank you, Spirian. Magnum Norse with a 20. Right after the SCOTUS decision, we have to have a Mexican and a half black man on Geeks and Gamers. I must unsub Sir Beardo. Laugh my ass off.
What?
I'm an honorary Mexican.
He's been dubbed.
Yep.
He's an honorary Mexican.
I am.
Hanging
Speak
out
better
in the
Spanish
Baja.
than me.
Yeah, I do. Magnum Norse with a $20. Obviously, I'm joking. Without these people, then who would trim my bushes and pick up trash on the highway? Yeah, what did Kelly Osbourne say? It's like, without Mexican, who would clean Donald Trump's
Who
toilet?
would clean your toilets, Donald Trump?
It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
not quite the point that you thought you were making there.
Yeah.
Thank you for the 20, Magnum Norse. Eudite with a 5. Jennifer Holland to Gunn. Look, we both know your career's done after this crap. So if you want to keep me around, you're sharing me with John Cena.
Boom.
Likely. Thank you for the 5. Magnum Norse with a 2. I love y'all. God bless the 109. I'm out. Mic drop. Moon
Bless.
walks out of the saloon. Thank you, Magnum Norse, for the 2. Matt Fun Cool with the 2. Hey, Beardo playing Arkham City. 2nd. Sorry. As you should. Thank you for the $2. Unless, I don't know, you should play Arkham City first. Sometimes, depending. Frieza Max with the 2 says, fear the Voido tax. You're damn fucking right. SBZ with a 5. It would be really funny if Jason Statham's Mutiny makes more money than Moana. It might. There's a good chance. Thank you for the 5. Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Taker with a
What's the
5. You
joke?
guys, what's the chip? Steph?
Hmm?
Steph?
What?
Jason Statham. Gotta do
What's
it now.
the chip?
What's
Gotta do the.
Boy, what's the
That's pretty
chip?
good. That's
Pretty good. Yep.
Yeah.
You guys need to find a clip of from Scorpion King so we can be reminded of how bad the CGI was. It was maybe like early PlayStation 3 quality ? Like
It was
That's
PlayStation
seared
2.
into my
It was
brain.
worse than that. Yeah.
It's seared into my brain. Yeah.
Thank you for the
It's a bad
5.
memory.
Albert Not a Retro with a $10. Hail Steph, High Priestess to the cult of Spicy, Slayer of She-Hulks, Destroyer of the Coven of the View, Crusher of Trendy Bimbos, Bane of Zegler, Smasher of Lively, and Alcock's Kryptonite. Who's next?
I haven't decided
Can I be
yet.
next? Can I get a cool name?
Who's next?
I want a cool name.
Thank you,
How
Albert
about
Not a
I?
Retro for the 10.
Why don't I get like a cool super chat giving me like a cool long name? You know what? Never mind. I take
You
that
get
back. Don't do that.
taxes. You get taxes from people, Mike.
I've never done that before. I don't know what that is.
You get taxes.
I've never heard of that before.
Eradicator with a 5. How does The Rock pee? Dwayne's his Johnson. Good
That's
one.
actually pretty good.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
That's a good one. Hey.
Yeah. Thank you for the 5. Albert Not a Retro with a 2. Have a good day, America. Hell yeah. Thank you for the 2. East Coast Toasty Boy with a 5. Nerdy is right. I have so much rock fatigue. I'm willing to try paper or scissors at this point. The pattern needs to change. Thank you
That's
for the
pretty good
5.
too. But
Nice.
also, damn.
Albert Not a Retro with the 2 says, okay, that looks better. Handshake point. Thank
I
you
think
for
it's
the
supposed to be-
$2.
Is that Canada and
Canada.
what's the UM?
Canada.
In the U.S. Yeah.
But that's a
UM.
UM.
That's a
UM.
UM.
Oh,
Mexico?
I don't know.
Canada and the University of Michigan.
Canada and Michigan. Okay, maybe. Could
Close
be.
enough.
You never know.
Yeah.
Thank you for the 2. Albert Not a Retro with a 2, by the way. George Washington was a Skrull.
I believe it.
He was a Skrull the entire time. Taker with a 5. Steph needed the whistle from the soccer ads yesterday for Beardo's mistake. Why did Ryan's suit look like he borrowed it from Cole Hauser? Maybe he did.
What's wrong with Ryan's suit? Was it
People
big?
were saying
Just
that
too
it looked
big.
a little too large.
Oh.
A little too large.
People. I didn't say it. Beardo's
how
Vanta
suits-
Black Beard with $1. Shout out. Thank you. The Bear Humper says, yes, it is Beardo. No, it's not. That's not me. Chris Coran with a 2 says, hashtag get Beardo on FNT. I don't want to be on FNT.
Yes, you do.
I
Yes,
don't.
you do.
I don't
Yes, you do.
belong. Redman with a 5. A boy named Blue. Don't listen to Beardo. Shave your beard off and it'll grow back faster and thicker. That is a lie. Don't listen to this, man. That is one of the biggest fucking myths and lies ever. That shaving your beard will grow back faster and thicker. Untrue.
It's a
Ooh.
lie.
Very untrue.
Oh my goodness. Look at
Wrong. Do
By
not
the way.
listen to that. Fake news.
that. What just happened, Beardo? This is-
Neutral Kirby with a $100 super chat. Are you kidding me? Says happy 250th anniversary.
Hell yeah.
America. Yeah.
Thank you for the 100 Neutral Kirby. That's huge. Thank you. Shout out.
Yeah.
Here to Sports Like with a 2. Hashtag Black Beard Lives Matters. Hashtag be a man. Hashtag don't shave. You're damn fucking right. Thank you for the 2. Let's check Rumble. We do have Just Some Pleb with a 10 says Beardo Gay asking for bussies.
It's an American classic, like
Bussies.
Bussies.
All right, we're all caught up, boys. That's it. July 3rd. Geeks and Gamers Daily in the books. That's it. We're done. Steph, what do you got going on?
I think I'm gonna do a really quick Lego stream. That's what I'm gonna do. Right after
Quick
this. I'm gonna set it
Lego
up.
stream.
Un poquito.
Did you play Lego Batman yet?
No, the wind got
No?
knocked out of me, man. Yeah. Like after I didn't get my game, I just lost all interest in it. So I have to
Damn.
get excited. I have to get excited for it again and
Man.
I'll play it.
Now it's a $90 game, by the way.
Mm.
$90 game, by the way.
I know.
Grand Theft Auto 100.
Yeah.
Lego Batman 90. Epic Mike, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah. So I got F&T later today. And after that, gonna do a stream playing more Devil May Cry. Been really enjoying it. Like it's kind of fun to play some of those older games like that, and been really enjoying Devil May Cry, actually. Surprisingly. I didn't think it was gonna be that good. So
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Go check out Mike. Go check out Steph. I will be live on Sports Wars here at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time with me and Will from Game On Sports. We're going to talk a little bit of sports investing and some investments that you can make on this weekend's hot dog eating contest.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you can invest and gamble on the hot dog eating contest tomorrow, and I will be doing that. So we're going to be talking the ins and outs of that, and
how many weens are getting slurped?
how many dogs is Joey Chestnut gonna put down in 10 minutes time
What do you
over
call
on
them,
Sports
wieners,
Wars?
right? Like
Oh, they're
you call them
dogs.
like wiener-
Dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Dog wieners.
Nope.
Dog
Na-
wieners.
Nathan hot dogs.
Wiener dogs.
Dogs.
Slurping down
Uh,
dogs. Yeah.
Redman with a $2 says, "Not a lie. Not a lie. I just did it, and you're lying." Redman,
You literally just
you're a
shaved
liar.
your beard and it immediately grew back stronger.
It is a lie.
like-
Do
he's-
some research, brother.
But he's like the Santa Claus. Like he shaved it off, like and it immediately
And then it just
grew
comes back,
thicker.
right?
Yeah.
Nicholas Gore with a $5 says, "Beardo, can I get some tips on how to tan my beard? I must be doing it wrong. Last time I tried, I ended having to change my name from Chris to Nicholas." Just be active, dude. Do activities outside in the sun, and your beard can be as tan as mine one day if you believe strongly enough. Thank
Yeah,
you,
if you
Nicholas
believe.
Gore.
This
You
is
have
my
to
favorite
believe.
comment of the day.
Gagging on weenies. No.
Ooh my. Weirdo. I'm
Nathan's-
gonna build this today. I think I'm gonna do this one.
Cool. Hell yeah. Evie, let's go.
Yeah, get on weenie. It's wild work.
All right. Check us out on Sports Wars today. Go check out Epic Mike. Go check out Steph, my nerdy home. You guys have a great 4th of July weekend. Stay safe. Keep all your fingers, extremities, your phalanges, all of those good things. Shout out to Rumble Wallet, the Kick audience. Let me check on the Kick audience, see what's going on over there.
Shout out to Kick.
Shout out to Kick. We are live over on Kick. Thank you guys so much. Have a great one. Shit. One last one. Fuck.
One more.
Tender Rat with a 2 says, have a safe 4th of July weekend. Y'all
Yes,
agreed.
safe
And
birthday.
likewise to you guys. Shout out to the mods and
Happy
members and
birthday,
lurkers.
America.
Everybody who super chatted today, donated, gifted memberships. You guys have a good one. But until Monday morning or on our channels, until Sports Wars at 3:30, we will catch you guys later. Geeks and Gamers, we're out. Goodbye, everybody.